One night, a sound tore me awake, the wind howling across the moors like a wounded animal. At least, I thought it was. The wind. Sleep slid off me like a second skin. I swung my legs from the bed and into my old tartan slippers worn thin, faded with years, still carrying the faint scent of my old city life. They were one of the few comforts I'd brought with me out here. As I stood, I thought of my friends back there, miles and years away, and wondered if any of them stirred in their beds as I did now, thinking of me. Another howl rose, rattling the window panes, but under it, faint and hair-thin, came something else. A cry, a voice, far off, my imagination running wild. I whispered, as if invoking my mother's old chiding could soothe me. She'd always said I had a mind like a theater. I tried to believe that voice in my head, but then the cry came again. And this time, it wasn't braided with the wind. Heart-tripping, I crept to the window. The glass was cold as ice beneath my palm. I peered out into the terrible dark, the kind of dark that swallows not just sight, but sound, the kind of dark you only meet in the countryside. No city glow, no humming streetlights to soften the edges, only a blackness so deep it seemed older than time itself, punctured here and there by the oldest things of all the stars, pinpoints of white, indifferent and eternal, scattered like salt across infinity. They had comforted lovers for millennia. They gave me no comfort that night. I waited. Minutes passed. My breath fogged the glass. Nothing but the whisper of branches and the low moan of the wind. I told myself it was a midnight fancy, a child's dream. But as I turned from the window, it came again, louder. Thomas, my mother's voice. Then, help me. I bolted for the door before I could think. My mother was out there, in the darkness, hurt. I was the only soul for miles. The bare wooden stairs shrieked and groaned beneath my feet as I thundered down to the front door. I reached for the knob, then froze. I couldn't see a thing out there. I'd be blind, helpless, lost in seconds. I spun and lunged into the kitchen. The junk drawer, the one where everything that belonged nowhere else lived. Somewhere inside it, there had to be a torch. Unless she'd taken it with her. Unless the light I didn't see out there meant she was lying somewhere in the mud. My fingers closed around cold metal. The torch. I snatched it, spun, ran back to the door. My heart slammed like a drum. I wrenched it open. Thomas, help. The voice was closer now. So close it felt like it brushed the threshold. Perhaps she'd seen the light. Perhaps she was crawling her way home. Thomas. But this time, there was something else in the cry. A ragged edge, a flicker of rage, as if my name were an accusation. "I'm coming!" I shouted. And as I lifted one foot to cross the threshold, something seized me. A hand, an arm, warm and human, but desperate, pulling me back into the house. The door slammed. Locks clicked and clattered, one after another, faster than I thought possible. My mother was there. My real mother pressing her back to the door, as though she could keep the night itself at bay with her body. Her eyes were wet and wild, her face chalk white. "That's not me, Thomas," she sobbed. "It's not me." Her voice broke. "I won't let it take you."